Hello everyone! Welcome to Have and to Roll Till Death Says Do Us Part, our tabletop roleplay gaming series. And today we're playing our two-player one-on-one Dungeons & Dragons campaign, The Land of Vampires. My name is Oliver. I will be your storyteller and dungeon master today. With me, as usual, is my lovely wife, Robin. We will be using material from our friends over at Grove Guardian Press today, who make some really cool one-on-one D&D content that we'll be showcasing today. You can find links to their content down the About section below if you want to go and play some games with your significant other, your child, your best friend. You know where to go. Robin, do we have any announcements for the folks today?
Yes, of course. So, hello everyone. As well as finding us here on Twitch, we are also available on pretty much all other forms of social media as well. We have a growing Instagram account, a TikTok, Facebook page, and also a Twitter. We also have a Discord community, which I would love for you all to come join, hang out with us in the meantime. Links for all of these are in the About section here on our Twitch page. Our Discord also offers all the information on our schedules, when we'll be live, and what we're up to.
Fantastic.
That's everything.
Thank you, Robin. Okay, you ready to jump into a game of D&D?
Yes, I can totally remember where we left off.
Well, that's okay, because I'm going to give a recap for you.
That's
and
good, thank
the beautiful
you.
viewers out there. First of all, I'm going to pre-apologize for my voice, because post-COVID, I might do a little bit of coughing, and I apologize if I do. Okay, let's jump in. Last we left off, Annelise and Kalina continue to navigate their way through the mysterious land of Steimharod. They had previously come across a town suffering from a creeping corruption and had travelled to the Circle of Light, which is a settlement that surrounds the larger town of St. Sebastian, to seek help. The party found themselves in the middle of a long conflict, it seems, between the leader of the inhabitants of the Circle of Light, the Blessed Father, and the lord and namesake of the town, Sebastian. After hearing both sides, they decided to help Sebastian by finding out what they could about the Blessed Father's true nature. There was a tense interview with the Blessed Father at his tower that he calls the Candle. He seemed rather interested that the girls were from outside of Steimharod. The party decided secretly to follow him to the upper levels of his tower. They discovered a library, including a wizard's spellbook. They also discovered a floor full of artifacts that seemed to be from their homeland of Azoria, along with a mimic that was semi-tamed along the way. The great flame atop the tower turned out to be a fire elemental, which had been trapped. Annelise freed the creature, and they let it escape. The elemental caused quite a bit of chaos in the circle before it fled. But with no sign of the Blessed Father, the party returned to St. Sebastian. The guard Captain Talion escorted them to the physician and priest known as Lazarus. This eccentric gnome asked the party to retrieve an artefact from an old manor in the fetid fields within the Witchwood. He believes this artefact to be the source of the corruption that's plaguing Steimharod. The manor was built, they hear, by a one Renwick, previous treasurer to the master of the land, but some unknown power led to Renwick's death, and the manor has been reclaimed by the swamp that it was built on. Annelise and Kalina decide to rest up in St. Sebastian in preparation for their journey. They also hear that the Blessed Father has disappeared, abandoning his followers in the Circle of Light. So, Annelise, Kalina, what would you like to do? Is there any prep you would like to do before you leave on your journey?
No, I think that I think Annalise is pretty much ready to go once they've had their rest and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she'll just finish eating ice cream with Kalina, head back, do whatever, and then have a rest, and then head out.
That's right. You were
A bit more
eating.
prepped.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about that. You were eating some gelato or something, weren't you? At the end of the day. Okay, you can go back. You get your rest. Eventually, you will be delivered a set of directions and instructions where this manor is situated. It's gonna take you roughly about a day's travel to get there. It is going to be through the Witchwood though, so it's completely up to you whether you would like to leave in the first thing in the morning, whether you want to give it a couple of days. It's completely up to you.
She'll get up in the morning, just kind of go over to Kalina and be like, "Well, do you think we should leave now? Like, should we just go?"
Well, what are we waiting for?
I don't know, and like, I think everything went okay with like the Blessed Father and everything. The fact that he's gone, but I don't really want to be here when they all come back. We did kind of release their fire friend.
Well, I think it's true, because, we were technically last ones to see him. They might blame us.
They probably will. They usually do blame us. Okay, let's go. Hopefully the Blessed Father is not like out in the Witchwood somewhere waiting for us, and we can go and find this manor.
Very well, let's get ready.
Did they give you the directions?
Yeah, I have directions here.
Oh, that's good, because I'm terrible with directions. I'd probably end up back to the blood portal.
Well, look like we have to, still navigate through wood, which is not easy, but we do have direction at least.
We have directions. I think I have some potions of healing as well on my person.
I think you have a load of potions of healing.
I think I have.
Whoa! You have a butt ton, I think.
How am I carrying all of these? Oh yes, my bag of holding. Oh yes, we've got lots. You know what, Kalina? I got an idea of what we could do just now. I'm going to give you 2 of the potions of healing, and
right.
You can like tie those to your belt, and I'm going to tie 2 to my belt as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I heard that was maybe a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're attached to your belt, I'll let you use them as a bonus action. Yeah. I think if you can, I like the idea of just having as many on your belt to do that as your proficiency bonus. I think that's fair. So I think taking a whole action to have a 2, yeah. And then you'd have to go into your pack, get one out, and then undo it, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. Yeah. So she'll put those on. I think that's all the prep she's actually going to do.
Hey, actually, I tell you what, having gone and done some live action role playing at the weekend and been in a battle, and I actually did have a potion of healing around my neck. I could not get the potion of healing out from around my neck and undo it, undo it with gloves on and drink it and roleplay it out in less than 6 seconds. So do with that information what you will, DMs, But so I think it's very generous to let people do it as a bonus action after actually experiencing it. So you prepped up. You can have your benefits of your long rest. So get all your redo all. Oh, there you go. You got your water skin. It's your little water skin. You can have all your hit points back, all your spells back, in preparation to leave. So, leaving in the morning, you head out once again into the Witchwood, and you're back into that. You have to backtrack, so as it were, through the roads that lead away from St. Sebastian and back into the more oppressive eaves of the Witchwood.
She'll kind of like start walking through and just having no clue where she's actually going. Still going to try and put her say into it. Are you sure this is the right way? I'm pretty sure that tree we passed already. Because it had like it's got like the ominous branches off it.
Do a survival check. Six. Was that?
With my +4.
Okay. Do a survival check for Kalina as well.
Okay. Survival, Kalina. Where is her survival?
Should be a wisdom.
That wisdom?
Yeah.
15.
I think. Oh wait, it's intelligence?
No, it's...
No, it should be wisdom, right?
It's wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Yeah.
What was the number, sorry?
15.
15. Yeah. She's like, no, we have not passed 3. We've literally just got into woods. Look, see, there's a road behind us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just checking, you know, I don't want you to get us all lost in the woods.
It's fine, it's fine.
How about, instead of, you know, trying to read the map, why don't I just play some music while we go?
Oh, great. What do you know?
Oh, I know lots of things. What do you want me to play?
Don't know, some kind of, something that will, get the attention of every monster in woods and bring it right to us. That sounds...
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, it's not. Not a good idea.
This
This is my joking face.
She'll start going like, we're on our way.
This is a
From
bad
the
idea.
vampires to the man at the day.
she just kind of grumbles a bit and carries on ahead.
Running behind her.
Yeah, you guys continue navigating your way through the Witchwood. Kind of mid-morning, you do come across a small group of zombies that are looking very, very worse for wear. It's almost not even surprising seeing them now. You can, every now and again, you do hear zombies and kind of undead noises. It seems to be a very common thing in this land. The two of you easily dispatch them before sitting down and having some brunch next to the corpses. Just
I love brunch. It's like the best meal of the day.
That's very good, very good.
Good meal.
As Kalina sat like Gimli with her like hammer in in the zombies like nervous system, and it's just like twitching. Look, Annelise, look what I can do, and she kind of jiggles the jiggles the hammer, and the leg kind of twitches on the zombie.
Oh my god, it's like a zombie puppet. That's so cool. You could
Exactly.
do like a show.
Exactly, we could do like, I don't know, weekend at I don't know what this person's name is.
I don't know.
Do we have strings?
I have rope.
We
could make this work.
are we serious about this, or?
Oh, I thought that was your oh, that's your joking face.
Let's say it's joking face, yes.
Ah, see, look at you
Look at me.
joking over brunch.
I like a brunch. You girls finish up your brunch, pack your things up again. As you know, you're unpacking.
Very sophisticated zombie killing,
Exactly.
everybody.
It was a very very sophisticated zombie zombie killing. As you're getting all your stuff out of your bag of holding as well, you know, you have your 2 crystal balls still in there as well that are just kind of sat there. One kind of slightly smaller than your head, and the other like just the size of a bowling ball.
I feel like that's a future problem.
Yeah. So you pack all your stuff, maybe not your food or your rations back into the same bag, but you pack your stuff up, and you continue down the road. as you're approaching what you hope is towards the fetid fields, there are signs that you are heading in the right direction, mainly the heaviness of your footfalls and the squelching noises underneath as the moist earth kind of meets your ears. The woodland starts to open up slightly as you're coming into this marshland. As you're probably kind of talking Kalina's ear off, Kalina stops, and in front of her, coming out of the clearing, behind the trees, slightly obscured by the trees to start with, this magnificent white elk starts walking into view. And you can see a young calf following it. It warily kind of looks at you, and they start making their way kind of to the left of where you are.
Annalise just gonna sort of be like standing there in awe, sort of like watching them walk past. The calf.
Yeah.
Does it look like what she'd seen before? You know, when she thought she'd seen like a fawn or something before? Was that the same or is it different?
Do a nature check, or a. You could do it. You could do a history check or a nature check.
Rolled a 3.
3. No, it's probably not the same one.
My nature and my history are both a +1.
Yeah, it could be. It might not have even been an elk, what you saw last time. It might be. Might be the same one. That roll
Oh, those are
doesn't tell
so
you
beautiful. Did you see that, Kalina? It's like magnificent.
Yes, very beautiful. Very beautiful creatures.
See, perhaps it's not all bad here. We have seen so many bad things, but if something like that is able to survive here and to flourish, perhaps there is hope for all.
As you say that,
Don't kill it.
as you say that, the larger elk, you see barbed ropes spring from the ground, and it captures the elk. The calf panics and starts kind of making its way over towards the two of you, as before you can approach the calf, you see 3 humanoids jump out of the trees ahead. They're wearing kind of dirtied brown rags, furs, hair is extremely wild, and they're carrying spears, and they are making a beeline straight for the elk that is now restrained. What are you doing?
I take out my lute and I shout, "Bug off!" And I cast Insect Plague.
Insect Plague! Awesome.
I'm not ready yet. I just know I'm going to do it.
I know you're going to do it. Okay, yeah.
No, I'm going to do it.
Why don't you tell us what Insect Plague does?
Okay. Swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered in a point you choose within range. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration, and its area is lightly obscured. The sphere's area is difficult terrain.
What was the area on it again? The footage?
20-foot radius.
20 foot, okay.
So that's a 40 diameter, and it's a sphere, not a circle.
Okay, and are you going to try and put it onto the...
I'm going to put it onto them,
okay.
And the range is 300 feet.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah. So...
Sorry. Yeah, no, that's the range. The area is 300 feet because it's a 20-foot radius, so it's a 300-foot area within the sphere. Did that make any sense at all?
Well, this can't be a 300-foot area inside that sphere.
Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. I'd mix area and range up.
Yeah.
300-foot range.
300-foot range.
20-foot radius.
Radius, yes.
Sphere.
Yes, it's a 20-foot radius of a sphere, but you
When
can cast it up
the-
300 feet away. Up to.
Yes.
Yes.
When the area appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
A creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature must also make this saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or ends it there.
Okay, so the initial one then, let's do some dex saves.
15.
What's the save? 15.
It's not a dex, it's a Constitution save.
What's a con save? Okay. Okay, so that's
Weird, right?
13. That's a fail.
15. All right, sorry, yeah.
The second one succeeds. The third one fails. So, as you you grab your staff out and you shoot this insect swarm as they all come, as all the insects almost come to life from your staff, and they shoot out at speed, bypassing the elk that's restrained and swarming around these three individuals running with spears. Do you want to roll some damage?
So the two who failed will each take 14 points of piercing damage each.
Nice.
The one that succeeded is going to take 7. Yes, they are now on difficult terrain, and they are also lightly obscured.
Okay, no problem. Let's roll some initiative.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, I rolled a nat 20 for my initiative.
Well done.
It's probably going to be the only nat 20 I'll be getting.
And for Kalina?
I'm just getting her. 15 extras. 16 for Kalina.
16, okay. So you're up first. And then it's Kalina. And then it's these wild people.
Right, I'm going to... no, I'm actually concentrating on that, so I'm going to stay back a little bit. What is holding this elk up in the tree? What's actually holding it there?
Give me a quick perception check. It's not actually being held in the tree. It looks like it's come from the ground.
22.
Yeah, it looks like rope that has makeshift barbs put into it.
How high up does it look? Sorry, I don't know.
It's on the ground. It's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground, yeah.
I'm going to do something really weird here and complicated. I'm going to take out my arrow and I'm going to try and shoot where the rope is to try and open it.
Sure.
If that's even possible. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, okay. Roll me an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. So a 15 and a 15. Attack with the crossbow is a +5, so 2 dirty 20s.
Okay, roll some damage.
1d8. Oh, where is it? There it is. It's a 4 + 3 is 7.
7. Okay, you fire off. You think you've hit something. I'm pretty sure you've hit part of it. It's difficult to tell. The elk is still kind of. It's stopped thrashing around, but it's still static. It doesn't look like it's been released.
Okay. And that will be the end of her turn.
Okay, Kalina's up next.
Right, Kalina is going to take out her crossbow, her short bow, sorry. And she's just going to aim for the people, the 3 humanoids that are within the swarm. I think it's lightly obscured in the swarm.
Okay, right,
So she's going to shoot into it, aiming for one of them.
So she'll have disadvantage then.
Lightly obscured,
Yeah.
so I think so. Yeah. So it's a 15. A 10. So 10 plus her attack is a 5, so that's a 15 to hit. Want me to roll some damage?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna check. No, I'm just gonna check this rule actually.
Yeah, just in case. It said lightly obscured is the wording on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's obviously because all these locusts are like buzzing around.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I don't think it should be disadvantaged. I think it should be an increased AC for them.
Ah, yeah, that would make more sense.
No, lightly obscured. Gives disadvantage on sight. So well, yeah, would be disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
gives you disadvantage on perception.
Well, her lower score was a 10 plus 5 is 15. Do you want me just to roll some damage? She won't really know if she's hit or not, or just.
No, it's fine. No, she'll be able to kind of see. It's like I said, it's lightly obscured, so she'll be able to see. You'll be able to see figures in there, and it's just basically like I say, it's like a swarm of insects. So you can probably see the mounds of people flailing about. If you like. Was she aiming for anyone in particular, or was she just aiming at the closest one? Okay.
Whatever, yeah, the closest one, the one that she can kind of get sight of.
Yeah, 15 will hit, so you want to roll some damage for Kalina.
Sure. Short bow is not a d6, a d8. 3 plus 3 is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Are you able to tell me if that's one of the ones that took the full hit before or not?
You are sure, because as she fires that out, you see one of the figures just drop to the ground.
Got it. Yeah. We'll go for number 1.
Yeah. Number 1 was looking rough. Again, it's difficult to differentiate any of them because you haven't really seen them that well yet, and you straight away. They were covered in insects. So that one's down.
Please don't tell me these are all totally innocent people that came to help them.
I can tell. So they start their turn. They take how much in this insect swarm?
I think they need to make the rolls again.
Let me just double check. Okay.
Let me double check and I'll see. A creature must also make this saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there. That's what it says.
Sorry, just read that again. First time on a turn.
A creature must also make this saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time, which they've already done.
They've already done that.
Or ends its turn there.
Oh, ends its turn. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's classed difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain.
Okay, so this.
And it's 40 feet diameter.
40 feet diameter. Okay, so this one will just get out of it. So you see this, you see all this wild person. It looks like a man with kind of heavy, unkempt facial hair, similar hairstyle as well. He has a spear, and he's kind of whapping away these insects. There's not too much else he can do. He just kind of looks at you, cut you and Kalina kind of dead and very aggressively. That's all they can do. This next one is gonna be following him out. He'll make it out. This one though seems to have some sort of like stole with kind of animal bones of different varieties, kind of draped around his neck. He drops his spear and gets out. He doesn't drop his spear. He takes out what looks like a great axe. And does the same as his fellow, just kind of stands and looks because he doesn't have any movement left. It's now your turn, Annelise.
Right. There's nothing. she's gonna keep a distance. Because she's still concentrating on the swarm, she doesn't really want to drop that, so she's going to keep a bit of a distance from them. And she's going to move back. What's her movement? 30 feet. So she's actually going to move back the 30 feet so that she's got a bit of a distance. And then she's going to shout over to the one with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to be like, you know, a goblin with one hand nailed to a tree would be more of a threat than you right now. And she's going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery.
It's a wisdom save, and the DC it needs to beat is a 15.
He fails.
So he's going to take 3 points of psychic damage.
3 points of psychic damage.
Was he the one that was more hurt or less hurt?
He looked less hurt. He's a pretty big chap. He kind of looks less hurt than his buddy. They kind of look similar, if you like. He just seems a lot chunkier. And,
Got it, okay.
Yeah, he seems to have a little bit more maybe constitution about him. If you
right,
get my
okay,
drift.
okay, right. I think I can figure out which one he is then, right? Got it. And he will have disadvantage. So I'll say axe guy. He's gonna have disadvantage on his next attack. And then she's going to call over to Kalina and just be like, look death in the eye and tell him not today. And she's gonna give her some bardic inspiration.
Okay, you shout out to Kalina, give her some bardic inspiration.
I'm sorry, and at the end of her turn.
End of Annelise's turn. Kalina's up next.
Kalina still has her short bow out, so she is going to how close are these guys to Kalina actually?
Well, let's say kind of within running distance of them, so maybe like 30 feet or so.
Right, I just remembered that she has a magical sword. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, she does have a dancing sword.
I totally forgot about this sword, and I'm trying to find it in my inventory so that I can use it. And I cannot find it anywhere. Oh, here it is, dancing sword. So what was this again? I'm just reminding myself because I can't remember how we use this. Oh, it's a bonus action. Toss this magic sword into the air and speak the command word. When you do so, the sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. She's going to bonus action first, and she's going to,
Throw
send
the sword
her
out.
sword into the air.
Yeah.
And she's going to send it for... We're going to go for Axe Guy, because I think Axe Guy is a bigger threat at the
Axe
minute.
guy. Yeah.
So we're going to go for Axe Guy. It uses her attack modifier, so I can roll an attack. And she's +5. I rolled a 10 plus 5 is 15.
15 will hit.
Awesome. I don't know what the damage is. Do I do like a short sword?
Yeah, short
damage?
sword. Yeah, which is a
1d6.
D6, yeah.
So 1d6 is 5, then +3 is 8.
8.
That's 8 to Axe Guy.
Nice.
And then for her actual action, she's going to shoot her crossbow at the other guy just because I don't want to leave him out.
Sure, yeah. Roll an attack.
I rolled an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
8, 13 just hits. These
I
guys,
just say I've got inspiration.
yeah, these guys are wearing like fur.
Oh, nice. D8. Oh, that's 7 plus 3 is 10.
It's 10, okay.
Sorry, I just punched the mic.
As she sends out her dancing sword to fight off as it's doing its own thing, fighting this big guy with the axe. She then, I don't know, does a flourish with her crossbow, cocks it. I don't know, crossbows. And then, just completely nails the companion next to him. just straight off his feet with the impact, straight to the floor, down.
Nice. That's the end of her turn.
So as this is going to, let me see. No, I don't think it does. No, because it's an inanimate object, so it wouldn't get an attack of opportunity. This guy is going to look about him, weigh up what's going on, and he's just going to leg it. So he's going to just run and dash away as fast as he can. Annelise, what do you want to do? He's having to run at a weird angle because there's still a swarm of insects behind him.
Can she? I don't even know if this is possible. It doesn't say anything about moving the swarm of insects, but could we just say that because she's still concentrating on them, could they like just look as if they're almost chasing him a little bit and then they'll just dissipate?
Yeah, sure. Do me an Arcana check.
Yeah. 16, and my Arcana is 1, so 17.
17. Yeah, they do that. They do that thing, like in a Winnie the Pooh cartoon, where they like, they're kind of like swirling, and then they're like, I don't know, make an arrow or something, and then fire on after. This man, as he's just like absolutely legging it and off into the distance.
Nice.
Okay. Out of initiative.
Excellent. Just gonna run over to the elk that is currently all trapped.
Okay, yeah. It stays very still.
Kalina, can you help me with this?
Of course.
Not her accent. She's gonna take out her dagger and she's gonna try like cutting everything free around this elk.
Sure. Do me an animal handling check.
Quick.
With advantage, because Kalina's helping you.
First roll was a 17. Second roll was a 1. Can I take the 17?
Yeah.
Plus 5 is 22.
22. Okay. Yeah, you quite easily, and it's very it's not very well put together. This trap. It's not like it's just old rope and a few kind of sharpened sticks as barbs. Yeah, you release the elk, and as you do, it stands up, and you can see by the trees the little calf kind of sheepishly looking around the tree trunk, kind of looking at its mum, Chris, kind of wanting to go closer, as the mother elk kind of gets up on her knees, hind legs up, and then up onto its feet. It runs over to its calf, puts his head up, turns around, looks at you, and you and Kalina feel this familiar from when you saved the fawn the last time. This warmth that radiates through your body. You've had aid cast upon you, so you can increase your temporary hit points.
Oh, no way.
By 5 for the next 8 hours.
Temporary hit point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, maximum hit points, not temporary hit points. Sorry, maximum.
I write it my sheet and I couldn't work out how to do that before.
Yeah.
1, 6, 9,
That always gets me with aid.
Amazing. Let's see that. You help those that struggle to help themselves, and you feel good in return.
Get rewarded.
I may have overreacted a little bit at first, with the swarm of locusts, but there's just one thing that I cannot stand. It's people doing that to these wonderful animals out here. There's enough shit going on without that happening. So, maybe they'll think twice. Well, one of them will, the other two, yeah.
No, well, I'm glad you didn't, hesitate.
Oh, no, I do not hesitate.
No, should
Plus, there's a good thing. Like, that guy, like, with that axe, he looked like he could, like, really hurt someone.
shoot bugs first, ask questions later.
Exactly. That should be our motto. Shoot bugs first, question later.
I agree. Do you want to have a look at these two?
I guess so, yes. Do you want to look at one? I'll look at the other and just, like, be careful.
Sure. You head over to the bodies. They are, they dead. These look like just wild tribesmen. They're dirty. Their clothes are kind of very makeshift, very unkempt people. They have nothing on them apart from a few bits of dried meat and their weapons. That's it.
Oh, well. Hopefully there are not many more of where these people came from.
Well, I think they may be part of some, tribe or something.
Possibly. I mean, perhaps there's people who are able to thrive on what is going on with the forest. But let's keep moving. We've had a few fights, yes, but I think our biggest one is still yet to come. Who knows what would face us within the manor?
It's true. I feel prepared now, though.
And me too. Like, I feel good. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
like I would, go and, fight a vampire. I don't actually want to go fight a vampire, just to make that really clear. Because, like, the last one was a wee bit scary. But, I feel like I could.
Well,
If I had to.
it would be easier if Nasak was just in the manor. Then we could kill him and fight him.
Exactly. We could, go in and we could just be like, hey, you, tell us where this artifact is. And, we could figure out what he's scared of. He has to be scared of something. I think I can swarm other things as well. Like, maybe he doesn't like bees or spiders or bunnies.
Yes, I have fear of bunnies. I've heard this.
Some people do. They have a fear of bunnies. Could have, could you imagine, thousands of bunnies just, all over you? And they have sharp teeth. They're, they're, really big, and they go, all the way back. That would hurt.
Yes, and they keep growing, I hear, too. That's
They
freaky.
do. So they, have to file them down on bones or maybe grass. I don't know.
I think
But maybe bones.
I think it might be grass, but still scary,
Scary, right? A swarm of bunnies. It sounds cute, but terrifying.
I want to see if there's a stat block for a swarm of bunnies.
Also, the spell does not say I can do that, but Annelise is gonna fucking try.
Whatever. Yeah, I feel like it's cool enough that I'll let you do it. So after your encounter with the wild people and the elk, you do eventually come across what you assume is the fetid fields. It is a flat and treacherous-looking swampland. Imagine the scene in the Fellowship of the Ring where the hobbits and Strider are kind of walking through the marshland. It's a bit like that. Your pace is very slow, and the insects are annoying and painful as they literally bug you as you try to traverse the fields. Do me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. First roll is a 12. Second roll is a 17. And my perception is a 5, so that's 22.
22. You travel for a couple of hours, and until you actually spot in the fields the site that Lazarus had described. Luckily, it hasn't got dark yet. You managed to find it within the daylight hours. There is a small kind of bit where the Witchwood kind of protrudes into the swampland, and against the dark outline of the trees, you see several ruined chimneys stretching up towards that really dreary sky that is ever present in Steimhorod. A bit like kind of skeletal fingers reaching out of a grave. Do you approach?
Lena, do you see that over there?
I think that's the place, no?
That seems like the place. Okay, we should just, do we just walk up or should we try to be quiet? It's kind of squelchy here. I don't think we can be quiet.
No, and it's pretty open too.
Okay, let's just walk up. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine too.
Okay, go on, man.
As you approach the manor, you see that there are thick vines that just climb this massive cut stone walls on the manor's exterior. You see a low ruined wall and a gate that seem to be struggling against the grasping onslaught of the swamp. And either side of the gate, you see two grotesque-looking statues.
See, these are the vines that I like, Kalina. Like I'm just picturing them, like maybe not with the derelict wall around them, but just the vines themselves, like really nice, over like a little house or something.
I don't know. It's as she kind of looks on this very sad-looking image of this house. I mean, you can tell that the whole thing has sunk quite dramatically. It looks like there doesn't seem to be a roof or a second floor of any description.
Like not on this house, obviously. This one's gone, but like somewhere less swampy. But I'm not sure about those statues. I'm going to have a closer look at the statues, see what they are.
What's your passive perception?
15.
15. You notice, even from a distance away, as you're walking towards, that the statue on the left seems to be missing its head.
So are we're still quite far back, aren't we?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so like that one's lost its head. And then there's another one. Should we just walk up? I mean, like it's everything's sinking, but we're standing here okay, right? We're okay.
I think so.
Okay. Let's start walking up, get a bit closer, and the quicker we get in here and find this artifact, the quicker we can get out.
Let's do it.
Okay. So she's going to start walking towards where these statues are.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to feel around for she's gonna try and find. I know she's in marshland. Is there any like long sticks or branches or anything around?
I'm gonna say yeah.
It's gonna pick one up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a cool staff, a bug staff.
Yeah, you
she's
do.
Gonna get her bug staff that she used earlier, and she's gonna use her bug staff in front of her, and she's just gonna be like tapping the ground as she goes, just because she doesn't want to sink.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So you do the classic pole out in front of you, D&D, as you check for quicksand and sinking pits.
Pretty much. She's not even sure what she's looking for.
Yeah, trying to avoid the a never-ending story scenario. as you're walking up
Hell.
to this gate, it becomes obvious that these statues, one missing its head, but they are both stone gargoyles.
Oh, I love gargoyles. They're so cool.
That is
Isn't
the-
that a wee bit scary though?
That is a very weird sentence.
Well, gargoyles are cool. Look at them. They're like, they're like beautiful, but also quite ugly, because like they're beautiful as far as stones go, but they're ugly as far as things go. That made more sense in my head.
Sure.
That's your confused face, right?
This is my confused face. You want to see my confused face? This is it.
Okay. I'm going to have a closer look. Okay, so these are gargoyles. One is missing its head. Okay. Do either of these gargoyles look like they could be an artifact? Because that would be really good.
How would we know?
I don't know, actually.
Should
know-
we try and take a
Oh,
whole gargoyle
oh.
back?
I think I have something that could help. let me just try to remember all the shit I can do.
Yes, you do have a lot of stuff you can do.
Oh, I could like detect if things are like, like good or evil. I don't know if this artifact should be evil, right? Okay, so I could do that.
Do it.
Okay. So she'll like get her loot out, and she's gonna detect. She's going to cast detect evil and good. As a reminder, for the duration, if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. So it's only. Oh yeah. Similarly, if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay, so as you strum your loot and cast this spell out, you get an aura of an elemental around the gargoyle on the right with the head.
Oh, it's an elemental! Oh, no, it's an elemental!
Oh, great. So not an artifact then.
Not an artifact, elemental. I don't know what an elemental is. I know that's one, but I know that's
And so you have spell to detect it, but you do not know what it is.
I at least know what an elemental is.
Elementals, so they usually come from the elemental planes. So they're usually made up of fire or water, air, or earth.
Oh, I know what it is. The fire one that we just released, that was like a fire elemental. So this one here is like an earth elemental, maybe? I don't know.
It looks like it's made of stone.
Seems like it's okay. Mr. Elemental, we're going to go inside and we're going to try and find the bad things that are doing bad things. Please don't hurt us.
As you shout out to it, the gargoyle kind of its bat-like wings kind of like shift, and they kind of fold behind it, and it stands up from all fours and turns its head, looks at you, and then it clasps its hand in a kind of a prayer position, looks at the manor and looks back at you and shakes its head. Almost as like a pleading in its eyes.
Don't think it wants us to go in there. I want to come closer to you. Is that okay?
It seems to just carry on doing the same thing. It turns around and literally points at the manor and then kind of waves its arms in front of you as if to warn you off something.
What a better idea. Do you know where the artifact is? We want to find it so we can stop all this.
It continues doing the same thing.
Helena, we still need to go in.
Well, yes, it doesn't look like it's much of a conversationalist.
Maybe the other gargoyle statue, maybe that was his friend. But if
Perhaps.
the head is gone, he's obviously dead now. I don't know though. Would if I find the head and put it back on, cement it together or something, would that bring it back to life?
I think you're asking the wrong person.
I know. I'm kind of thinking out loud now.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a gargoyle expert.
Okay. Let's start heading towards the door.
See if we can find the gargoyle head.
Yes. And she'll start walking closer to where the gargoyle is trying to keep her out.
As you're walking towards the gargoyle, if you come in range of it, it will try to not aggressively grab you, but it will try to put its arms out in front of you, still standing on the plinth above the gate, and it's doing this real animated mime as you pass it to try to get you to not go in. It's doing all these danger signs and doing all these kind of hands across the throat type thing and waving its arms around.
Can I look at it and just be like, I know, and you're trying to help me. I am sorry. But there is something in there that is doing all of this. We need to find it. And she'll kind of look to the statue without the head and then look back to it and just be like, maybe we can try and help your friend as well?
It continues doing the same thing.
She'll walk past him.
As you walk past him, if you were to look back, he's still waving his arms. His wings are kind of going now as well. Still not making a sound apart from kind of the crunch of stone as its limbs kind of move against one another. Just trying to wave you back.
She'll keep heading in.
Well, let's go in.
And she's still got the detection up as well. It's
Still
up for
got the
10
detection
minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
So, as you approach, it looks like there seems to be an obvious way in. There is a set of double doors that seem to be about half a foot of the doors have sunken into the ground. And they seem just swollen and rotten with what looks like years of swamp water rot. And one of them is just completely ajar, half off one hinge as well. It looks like it's been kind of pulled loose.
Okay. Gonna try and open the doors then, I guess. Just try and push through them.
As soon as you put your hand on the door, it is, it's that real kind of disgusting, mushy wood, that's just been soaked up, and it's just it's probably more like mold and moss than actual wood at this point. And you pull it, and it comes off pretty easily, actually. The other side of the door is kind of into the swamp, but this one looks like it's been loosened quite recently. And then you end up in a welcoming chamber. The doorknob from the door that you opened was missing until you walk into this room and you spot the doorknob 15 foot in to the room, just laying on the floor. And with that, I think we'll take our break. Excellent. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break, and when we come back, we'll see what awaits our adventurers within the manor. So go get your snacks, get something to drink, and come and join us again in 5-10 minutes. Okay, guys.
See you in a few minutes.
See you in a few minutes.